I want to thank everybody for joining us this morning for an exciting day for Appriss for sure, a milestone for us to cut the ribbon on this new headquarters that we've been so blessed with. We've got some distinguished guests here I want to mention real quickly. We've got Kent Oyler here, President and CEO from Greater Louisville, Inc. Got our newly re-elected Mayor, Greg Fischer, not necessarily mayor for life, but, you know, on your way, I guess. Jeffersontown Mayor Bill Durf, and Jeff Bile, our CFO, of course, and then, of course, Governor Matt Bevin. Thank you. We've also got a few other folks I want to recognize in the audience real quickly that are here. We've got Julie Denton, Louisville Metro Chamber. I don't know if Julie's, I see her back there now. Okay, great. Mike Kemp's Executive Director of the Development of Authority for Jeffersontown, Kentucky. Julie Rocky Adams, Senator Julie Rocky Adams. I see her back there. Everybody's holding hands up. Lisa Lamb, I hope you're here. She's a dear friend and from Kentucky Department of Corrections. There she is. Terry Weber from GLI also is here. Thank you. And we've got State Representative Kim Moser from Campbell and Kenton is here. I think she's here somewhere in the back. I want to thank everybody for coming today. The past 18 months we've really spent has been a journey to get the building ready to be moved into, and we're really excited to celebrate that move today. It's taken a team effort, and not just a lot of folks inside Appriss. Jeff, our CFO, led the initiative, but we also had lots of outside partners who helped bring this project together. David and Matt from CBRE, who helped us select the facility. Jennifer and Rebecca from Swope Design, who just did a wonderful job on the interior work. Joe and Mike from Kelly Construction, who met a lot of deadlines and solved a lot of problems. Logan and Tina from ORI, we thank you. Jessica and Don Cushman and Wakefield, who are managing the property, and Cody and Sonny from Alpha Energy Solutions. These are just a few of the partners that worked with us to get the project done. It was quite a tight deadline, and everybody did a wonderful job to get us in. In March of 1995, this company launched here in Louisville with myself and my partner, who was also here, Yung Nguyen, by the way, our other distinguished guest I should have mentioned. And Yung and I started the company around a product that we all know in Louisville called Vine. Vine was the nation's first victim notification system, automated victim notification system. It was started after the death of a 21-year-old woman, Mary Byron, that lived here in Jeffersontown, actually. Today, Vine's in 45 states. It's making over 10 million notifications a year, annually, and undoubtedly saving lives. And there are victims walking around today, we think thousands and thousands, who didn't suffer the fate of Mary Byron. Today, Vine is about 20% of Appriss's business. We've grown significantly. Today, we have a wide range of technology and data products that attack a lot of complex problems. We work in all 50 states. We have customers now in 40 countries. We've grown from Yung and I, 2 people, to over 700. And every day we come to work motivated to solve big, complicated problems. We help make victims safer. We help law enforcement catch the bad guys and hold them accountable. We're fighting fraud in both the commercial retail world, when people are making that world more expensive, but also public fraud. And at the core of what we do, we're very active in 43 states now fighting the opioid crisis that is just destroying so much about our communities. So this work that we do is important, it's energizing, and this building is a big part of what gets us excited to come in here every day and do it. So couldn't be happier to do this work right here in the community of Jeffersontown, in Louisville Metro, and within the Commonwealth of Kentucky, where we call home. And with that, I'd like to call Kent Oyler up, and he's going to make a couple quick remarks. Thanks, Kent.
Thank you, Mike. I'm Kent Oyler, the President and CEO of Greater Louisville, Inc., which is your Metro Chamber of Commerce. And congratulations. We couldn't be prouder to be out here cutting the ribbon on this building, and particularly seeing the name of a tech company on the top of a skyscraper. That is a real accomplishment for Louisville, Kentucky. We hope we see a lot more of those. Yeah. Governor, always good to have you in town. Since its founding in 1994 by a couple of U of L graduates, Yung Nguyen and Mike, Vine has grown to be a leader in technology in Kentucky and across the world. Offices in 2 continents, business in 40 countries. It has grown to be a very, very fast growth tech company. And what's beautiful about tech companies is they can grow very quickly. We need more technology companies like this here in town. In fact, Appriss is the only company that's been on Business First Fast 50 list for the last 19 years since that list has been published. And not only are you doing good growing jobs and growing your business, you're doing good work and saving lives. The kind of work like Vine and the opioid work that's done by Vine actually save people's lives every day. So socially responsible technology, that's what they do here. You know, when we took our business leaders, 136 business leaders to Denver on the glide trip this year, we took a look at their technology businesses. And it was very apparent to us that we have to call out and have a technology business here. Appriss is actually, by head count, the largest technology company we have here in town. We're very, very proud of them for that growth that's made them the largest here in town. And hopefully they will be joined by a lot more to come. So Mike, as the head of the chamber, congratulations on this beautiful building. I hope you give tours of it later on. It is really spectacular upstairs. Thank you for the way you manage your employees also. We've been taking that away. I hope somebody speaks to that as well. It's an amazing way that the associates here are managed. Very, very modern and different than the way most of us manage our businesses. And congratulations on the good work that you're doing, saving lives.
All right.
Thanks, Mike.
Thank you very much. I think next we've got Jeffersontown Mayor Bill Durf, who's going to say a couple words.
How appropriate it is to have Thanksgiving week and have the ribbon cutting of Appriss, a company that gives back to our community, a company that was founded with helping others. They didn't stop with just helping notification. They went with the drugs, the police. Everybody's notified, so everybody goes home safe. Thanksgiving is a time of thanks. All of us in this community should step back and thank Mike and Young for what they brought to our communities to make our community safer. The people that work here go home every day with the satisfaction that they have saved a life, caused a life to be better, caused a community to be better. Not only is that life, but that family that life has touched. So many times we do ribbon cuttings, but many times it's about the employment. We appreciate all the employees you brought to Jeffersontown. We think this is the best city in the state. We're a little biased. No, we're not. We think it's the best city in the state. Mike and Young, again, are true leaders. They have an employment here of not employees, but people that come to work to love their job, to want to be here, because they know at the end of the day they've made a difference. Not only do they help the people here, but I have to say Young over here has stepped up for Jeffersontown and is bringing in a Vietnam memorial to our city. That's one of the few times that the Vietnamese, a country outside our United States, is honoring us for fighting for their freedom. Young, I want to say thank you for that. Thank you for bringing that here. This is the type of leadership you have. They do not stop. As we mentioned, it started with the one notification and grew and grew, and they are the tech company that is good. So many times we hear things about tech companies, we hear what they're doing and how they're doing it for notification, but it's not Appriss. We are proud to have Appriss, as Ken meant, on the top of our building because it's a shining beacon of what we want our companies to look like, what we want our tech companies to represent, how the good of tech can be used. Thank you for being here. We would like to recognize today, November 19th, 2018, is Appriss Day in Jeffersontown.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
All right, great. So then we've got Mayor Greg Fischer of Louisville. Greg?
Well, good morning, everybody. Well, good morning, everybody.
There you go.
I stand here as an entrepreneur that has known these guys from the first day they started their company. Then, what was it, county judge then, I guess, Dave Armstrong.
County Judge Dave Armstrong, right?
Dave Armstrong, Young, Mike, with a common passion to cure something that was wrong. And that was the whole tragedy around Mary Byron. And, you know, Dave saw what you guys were going to do and said, this is going to be really big someday. And like many things Dave Armstrong did, whether it was in business or downtown redevelopment or our park system, he was able to see out into the future quite some bit. Unfortunately, Dave passed about a year or so ago. So as an entrepreneur, you know, we were like, oh, come on, you guys, we're going to do this thing. And then Chrysalis got involved. So great local funding from one of our local venture firms. And then these guys just basically took it from there. Doug Cobb came along. There's been a lot of great Louisvillians that have come through this company that have helped scale the mission of Appriss and just the wonderful human services that you guys provide. So we're here on this day, which we would have never imagined 23 years ago probably, but this is what happens when you do good things every day and you try to help people every day. And I mean, I think that's a lesson, whether it's in the business or it's a lesson for us in our personal lives also. The other issue, I guess, is just partnership. I want to thank Mayor Dariff, Governor, you and your team, our team, GLI, Marilyn Wiederwall, your team at Louisville Forward. It took everybody to come together to make this happen, but it would not have happened if it wasn't for the great people of Appriss. So I just want to congratulate all the associates here. You guys got a really special company here, and you're going to continue to grow. You combine your all's passion with compassion and service and the best technology out there. This is the first of what's going to be many more expansions as the years unfold here in our city. So we really appreciate you guys dedicating yourselves to Louisville, and we look forward to continued expansion here. Being mayor, of course, I'm going to proclaim something as well. But, you know, this is just saying thank you guys so much for all the wonderful work you've done. You're a tremendous CEO as well.
Thank you very much.
Great
Thank
job,
you,
Mike.
Greg.
Okay.
All right. And finally, the governor of the state of Commonwealth, Governor Matt Bevin.
We will, in keeping with things, keep things tight and moving. But I just want to say congratulations to you, Mike, to you, Young. I mean, this is, you think about even just this building itself, just the repurposing of this. Those of us who've lived in this town for a while have seen it kind of over time be a little tired and dated, it would seem, arguably. And yet, to see it being repurposed, to see it this beautiful, to see this kind of revitalization of this physical building, but then also just the company itself continuing to grow and bring energy. Again, a different innovation as it relates to the way in which the business is run. All these things, cutting edge, and all these things, a powerful reflection on the vitality of this community. I also want to congratulate you on the success, because it is easy to come up with an idea. It's turning the idea into reality that's tough. And this has been 23, coming up on 4 years now, since this idea came about. And I've lived in this town for 20 of those years, so I didn't even know of it until I really first became aware of it once Chrysalis did get involved. And again, it was the Vine. Everybody heard about this and thought to themselves, why wouldn't we have this kind of victim notification? Why wouldn't we have this readily available using technology? Think about how much technology has changed in the last 23 years. It's unbelievable. And when you think about this, what was a good idea and trying to figure out how to make it work, and then to keep pace with that, the half-life of technology is shorter and shorter. Things are faster and faster. And to be able to not only keep pace with it, but to do it in a way that has led you to the very front of the pack on this, and now, again, on the opioid crisis and other fronts as well, using technology to make people's lives better. And I applaud you for this. I'm grateful to be a small part of this, only to the extent that I'm here to celebrate with you. And again, being supportive as we can from the state level, same from the city level, a lot of moving parts, as has been noted. But it really only comes about as a result of great leadership and those of you who work for the company. And I was joking, you know, you got to have a great CFO today as well. And today's saying, literally, there's no company that works in America well these days without somebody I-dotting and T-crossing in the business office. So to each and every one of you, thank you so much. And again, being the governor, I'm not proclaiming anything other than I will allow you to proclaim whatever it is you want to proclaim when you celebrate not only today but anything else. The mint julep cup, of course, is somewhat symbolic of toasting any number of things, celebrations and things of this sort. This is a mint julep cup for you to remember this day and to celebrate however you see fit. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
All right. We're gonna let Jeff Bile, our CFO, who ran this project really well, close up with a few remarks, and then we're going to cut a ribbon and celebrate.
Good morning, thank you. It's an honor to be part of this project. I was with Mike and Young early on and had the opportunity to come back a few years ago to help them continue the journey. It's a very different company now. As Mike mentioned, we have over 700 associates in 3 different countries, and we have over 400 of them here in this building. And we're glad to have them all together again. I do want to recognize a few other folks. So we recognize a lot of dignitaries here today, which we appreciate your attendance. But we had over 50 Appriss employees be part of this project. We had a lot of, this started about 18 months ago, and we started with understanding how people work, how they collaborate, what type of technology and what they want in this building. And they did this in addition to their day job. We've invested over $6 million in just our portion of this building. We didn't do the lobby and so forth, that's the owners, but in just our portion, we've invested over $6 million, and we control over 105,000 square feet of space today. And like Mike said, this is home for 410 people in our company. So congratulations to all of our employees for being here today and being part of our company and our success. So with that, we're going to cut the ribbon.
All right.